Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got round one in the books. Before we get into anything, I want to give a huge thank you, a huge shout out to every single MC that is on this card. I salute y'all. Y'all came through in a short amount of time, wrote the verses, most of y'all memorized the verses, delivered the content in the video for the good of the culture and to further your own battle league. That's so important. Like, all the comments shouldn't be about critiquing these people. It should be about pushing and supporting the homebrew battle league. Shout out to Cape Town. Shout out to South Africa. SA stand up. Like, let's go, man. You should be getting hype about this. I'm excited as fuck to see how dope this is. Plus, I didn't know most of y'all. I only heard of one of these MCs prior to coming into this, and there were bars from practically everybody that was just like made my face cringe up. You can't ask for more than that. Like, that's what we're here for. I want to see this blow up into something to be proud of. Make sure you guys are sharing all the videos. Make sure you guys are just like running the views up. Let's really like turn this into something. So what I do want to do is I want to get into my kind of like recap of the first round, put it all in one video, what my thoughts are, as well as predictions for the second. As well as also kind of go over, so two things I'm going to do. For the final four, right? So for the last four standing, you guys can go down the description below. You can see my DVD Cypher Volume 1. It's me, Stogie T, Black Corleone, 100 Koofies, and Merkums. Super dope collab. You guys are definitely familiar with Stogie T at this point, but also check out a lot of the US names on there that are awesome. I want to take the final four, whoever's the final four of the tournament, and I want to invite you guys to come and do a DVD Cypher with me. Very similar to what that is, so check it out down below. I'm going to hop on it with you guys. I think it's going to be dope. You don't have to, obviously. You can tell me go fuck myself, but the invite is going to be there for the last four. Now the final two, the two that go to the championship match, I'm also going to invite you guys to come and get scorecard interviews done on my channel, where we give you the full hour-long IG live interview. Again, if you guys want it for the top two, the invite will be there to kind of recap and just kind of like really big up the entire battle league and really push it forward. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Enough of that. Let's hop into the breakdown. Round one, we had Ryu versus Bar Assassin. There's no way of getting around it. Ryu definitely caught a body. He's super polished. His rhyme schemes are definitely up there. His pen game is top-notch as far as being able to weave in and out of schemes. I don't think he brought his A game, if I'm being honest with you, but I also think he was writing to his competition. Bar Assassin is there's still a lot of growth there. You can tell he has the foundation, you know what I'm saying, to have potential to turn into a monster MC. I like the concepts that he was coming with. He definitely seemed punchline oriented, but he wasn't polished, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have, and then the quality wasn't that great too. I think Ryu was putting forth the effort that he thought that he needed to take the W and nothing more. That's my honest opinion of it, right? I want to see how Bar Assassin sounds in 3 years. Be honest with you. I think in 3 years, if he sticks with it and he actually likes this and he decides to make this his craft, I think Bar Assassin turns into a monster in 3 years. Now let's get to the second one. Zenith versus Iron Tank. This shit was dope, man. Zenith is an animal. Zenith is an absolute animal. He's one of the ones that I got in the like really blew my mind that I'd never heard of before category. Like, I need to hear more from Zenith. Iron Tank had the delivery and had the energy and the rah-rah, that kind of like beast mode style. But Zenith just came bar after bar after bar, and it was like, it would have took something special to beat Zenith's round on this, man. I don't know how else to put that. Now, with that being said, going into round two, Ryu versus Zenith is going to be a fucking war. I think Ryu's going to prove me right. I think he's really going to bring out the pen game. I think he's going to step it up. I don't think you're going to see the same effort that was in the first round. I think Ryu comes with an actual war for round two. Zenith, let's hope it's not a fluke, because this is the only time I've ever seen him. If he comes with that same energy, those same consistency bar after bar for Ryu, I honestly, I have no idea which way it's going to go. It's going to be who fucks up the least and who has the most haymakers. Alright? At this point, you guys will see like what I liked, what I didn't like from the whole first round. I would like you guys to get away from the schemes, more into the punchlines, to the stuff that's gonna get like that's gonna perform better on stage, because the idea is to be grooming you guys to be able to have a poppin' battle scene in SA. You dig? And like that's the shit that gets the crowd reactions. The schemes and shit like that are cool once in a while here and there, but they're really better on the playback on the video than they are for like a live audience. And the idea is to be getting you guys ready to take stage and really perform for the live audience. So that's where my head is with that, right? I can't call it. It's literally Ryu versus Zenith is going to come down to whoever wants it more. I know it's cliche, but like there's no clear victor there. There's that, like, both of them are fucking monsters. Basics versus Echelon broke my fucking heart. Basics came out super unconventional. He definitely had a little bit of like the quirky flow that was in there. Super intelligent with his flips. He's the only one that catered to the fact that there was somebody from Philly as the judge. With the West Philadelphia Fresh Prince flip was super entertaining. He had a lot of concepts put in there. A lot of concepts. Overall, my only real critique of him was it didn't feel like a battle verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have the energy that he was looking to take a man's head off and put it on a pike. That's what we're looking for. We want the energy. Echelon, bro, I'm gonna just say it. Echelon could have swept this whole tournament. If he would have came with a full 3 minutes or whatever the time period was, he could have took this whole tournament. He had the best delivery, steez, and package put together for battle rap. Like, yo, give this man... I give him the same thing with Bar Assassin. Echelon in 3 years is going to be a fucking problem. He's going to be putting a lot of big names as notches on his belt. He decides to stick with this. That was the biggest upset for me. Like, it's still sitting, like, those first 2 minutes that he was delivering, man, he should have just cut it the fuck off. He should have just delivered a 2-minute video instead of a 3-minute video, and he might have took it. I'll be honest with you. Basics was super dope. I think next round with the feedback of what we're looking for and stuff like that, I think that matters. I think that helps. And I think he brings it a little bit differently. Ray Swag versus Weapon X. Weapon X could not make it. I hope my guy's okay. Life happens. I understand. Hopefully it's just tangible shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy happened. But, you know, hopefully my guy is well. Ray Swag did his thing. Yeah, his name flips. Name flip after name flip after name flip. He had the swag, he had the steez. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. He did the kind of like laid back in the car shit. I was like, alright, I fuck with him. And he had a couple haymakers in there too. Who's gonna win between Ray Swag and Basics? This is gonna, bro, I know you guys are gonna say that I'm like fucking dick eating, but this is another good battle. Like round 2 is gonna be dope. Because with the way Basics was formatting his bars, and with what I think he's going to tweak performance-wise, I think he's gonna be a problem for round 2. I think Basics comes in the round 2 and delivers a hell of a performance on top of the bars, and that creates a problem for Ray. I'll be honest with you. Ray has an incredible package delivery when it comes to all of the flips that he had. And Basics has a name that is very easily flipped. I would like to see him get out the car. I would like to see him actually get in some more of a rah-rah. I don't know that he will. I feel like that was kind of like his bag, like his pocket that he was in. I don't know, man. I don't know. Based on just round 1 performances, I think Ray Swag probably brought more to the table for the round 1. Coming in the round 2 after the feedback and him getting a bye week and stuff like that, I kind of want to go with Basics for round 2. I don't know, man. I don't know. This prediction part is hard. Like, I'm so invested that it's like I want everybody to come and do their absolute best and have debatables every round, because that's what's best for the league. I don't see nobody get blown out. Like, this is good. Kyle, whoever put this together, did a damn good job at how the tourney bracket was set up and the battles that we're getting. All right, let's go to the other side. Adam versus AQ. I gave the win to Adam. His performance was up there. His energy was up there. I want to see him maybe slow down a little bit. I want to see him like really go for some blood, right? I think him versus AQ was good. I think he got his shit off. I think he did what he wanted to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. So let's do this. Let's do this as a bracket, right? AQ was cool. Needed to work on the delivery package a little bit more. Definitely didn't bring the same energy. Like it was. Adam gave a performance that was hard to follow up. Let's be honest with you. Very few people had the energy to come after Adam and still sound hot. Like that, he brought an entire energy and aura about him that just like set the bar so high that you had to come with something really polished up. And I didn't feel like AQ was there. KR versus Genius was by far the weakest battle of the entire bracket. KR, in my opinion, was like he had the energy and like, but he didn't have any pacing. I'm pretty sure he was listening to his verse in his headphones and like trying to keep up with it. It seemed awkward to watch, and he was just like yelling and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I kind of fucked with the energy, but at the same time, I was like, he's not doing any damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came with the high IQ versus the guy Genius. Like, I get what he was doing, but he was definitely more focused on schemes, and he was definitely more focused on like rapping really fast and consistently more than he was actually hurting his opponent. It didn't feel like a battle verse to me. Whereas Genius had the bars, right? And the delivery pack, like his bar formats were dope. But my guy was basically reading it, right? Like towards the end of it, he was almost literally reading it to us. And like I lost interest. He flat out stopped and stuttered at one point. Like just overall, by far the worst performance of the tournament. I want to see Genius come in round 2. So here's my prediction, right? This battle for round 2 is going to be so up in the air. I think Adam's going to think that he has it in the pocket, and I don't think he's going to bring his A game. I think Adam thinks Genius is going to be an easy dub, and I think he's going to take his foot off the gas. Genius, now that he got the pass in the round 2, I think he realizes he's the underdog, in my opinion, between the two of them. I think he has the better pen game as far as the bars go, as far as punchlines go. But he has no delivery pack. Like, he doesn't have like the energy. He doesn't have the flow. Like he was like if he comes with the same thing, Adam walks all over him easily. But I think it becomes a boring battle. Like this is the one that I'm the least excited about, which gives them the most opportunity to prove me wrong. They have the opportunity to come and step up and deliver a classic debatable, which would be best case scenario. But my prediction is I got Adam walking through it. Genius hopefully doesn't give us a video where he stutters and stops and in the middle of it again. That was almost disrespectful to the MCs here who took the time to memorize all this shit. You dig me? Like, yeah, this bracket right here, this is least exciting for me so far. But I want to be proven wrong. So I got Adam. I got Adam winning the second round. If Genius doesn't make some big changes, I think I just walked him into a body bag. So we'll see what happens. Alright, let's go. Black Z versus Optimus Rhymes. This one is going to cause a lot of conversation, a little controversy maybe even. You can't convince me Black Z wrote that for Optimus Rhymes. I don't think he wrote it for him. I think that was a verse that he had memorized, that he had written, and he just had it in his back pocket and pulled it out for this. Now with that being said, my guy was fire. My guy was fire. He had schemes that continued for bars on bars on bars on bars, and that scheme twisted and molded into the next scheme, and it was all fluid. But if I'm Optimus Rhymes, I'm listening to that, and I'm just like, okay, none of this has anything to do with me. Like, Optimus Rhymes walked away from that completely unscathed, just completely unscathed. Like he didn't feel insulted at all. Now, alternatively, Optimus Rhymes had one of my favorite lines of the entire fucking battle. He hit that Riddick bar out of nowhere. I was like, yo, this is monstrous, right? But it was super cringy and awkward to watch. Like, my guy, we can see you reading it off the screen. And like you could just follow his eyes along while he was doing it. And like the delivery wasn't polished. It's really hard. As much as I don't believe Black Z wrote that for Optimus Rhymes, it would have been really hard to give Optimus the win when Black Z was just so polished and like literally like if you like schemes, Black Z delivered a fucking top tier, god tier verse. Like he destroyed the shit out of it. I just don't think it was a good battle verse. Optimus Rhymes came with a decent battle verse, but was just so unpolished and just it was hard to watch that it's like I couldn't bring myself, even though I think he did it the right way and he was coming and attacking Z directly. I couldn't give it the nod. So like, what I would want to see from him in the future is literally just polish it up, memorize it, polish it up, go over it a million times. Don't post a video when you have a whole week to shoot it as many times as you want. Don't post a video where we can watch you read some shit. Practice it, rehearse it a little bit. That's part of being an MC, is rehearsing. And the reason I'm so like coming down on the idea of memorizing shit like that is because when COVID is over and we're not doing video battles and it's time to get up on the stage in front of somebody, these are the people that choke. These are the ones that ruin performances because they couldn't get their material down. Memorizing your material is part of being a dope MC. So like, I want to see you guys focus on that so we can make this a premier battle league. You dig? This brings me to Fire Flames. Fire Flames versus Static Twist. Static, same thing. I hope everything in your personal life is good. It sucks that you guys no-showed, but again, hope you were good, my guy. Fire, let me talk to you, my guy. That verse was incredible. Fire Flames versus Black Z is going to be a war. It is the next one. It is the one that I am next most excited about. So we have 3 amazing battles lined up, and then whatever Adam versus Genius decide to do. If they decide to show up and give us a classic, we got 4 amazing battles lined up. But we have at least 3. So here's my prediction for this, man. Black Z is going to hear everything that I just said, and hopefully it gets him a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did write that, and that's just the way he writes. Like, he's not a battle rapper, so he's not used to attacking somebody. He didn't want to take the easy Optimus rhyme flips, you know what I'm saying? And he just decided to do his own thing. And now I say this, and he gets mad, and he's like, yo, I'm going to body Fire Flames. I'm going to write the most intricate battle verse and just destroy this man. And then Fire brings the same shit. Like, he had so many static flips in that fucking verse. Like, I have Fire as one of the ones who might be taking this whole thing. But he has to get through Black Z first. If I'm right, and Black Z didn't write the verse for Optimus Rhymes because of time constrictions or whatever the case may be, and then he listens to how hot Fire Flames round was, I think Black Z no-shows next round. This is my hot take. This is my hot take prediction. If Black Z is not writing and memorizing the verses in that short of a time frame, and my prediction was, not prediction, but my assessment was correct on round 1, I think Black Z no-shows round 2, and Fire Flames gets the bye week into Adam versus Genius. Now, if Black Z does show up pissed off at my critique, I think we got a fucking classic. And I have no idea which way it's going to go. If I can get Black Z's rhyme schemes and that he was doing, and the way he was flipping and keeping them consistent, but actually have it be attacking his opponent instead of just random bars, we have a fucking classic on our hands between the 2 of them. Like, that is actually going to be amazing if the 2 of them bring top notch. Or I think we get in, that's going to be our 1 no-show into a bypass. Yeah. What are your thoughts on my predictions? My voice is gone. I just did like 10 videos. What are your thoughts on my predictions? What are your thoughts on my assessment? Use this video to talk down in the comments below. I'm going to put all of these videos into one playlist and share that playlist on all of my platforms. I encourage you guys, artists, everybody, to go and share the shit out of these videos. Use my platform to your advantage to go and get as many eyes on you as possible. All the MCs, hit me up on Twitter, SteveBussaGS. I will follow all of you guys back and share your shit so that you guys can get some traction going. And literally anything else that I can do to help you guys out, like, I'm here to try and, like I said, help the league and help expand shit, alright? That's it for me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all coming to hang out. Make sure you run the gauntlet for me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch y'all on the next round. My voice is gone.